Hello Taurus, this is Cyn with Big Moon Energy. I am going to be doing you guys' weekly tarot reading. This is going to be from January 12th through January 18th of 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Also, drop a comment below and let me know how your week is going or if this video resonates with you. We're going to go ahead and get started with an Angel Spirit Number Oracle card. All right. We have got 0606. This is commitment, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual growth, and solutions. Living with honesty and light every day is a powerful way to cultivate a peaceful and meaningful life. By embracing truth, you unlock solutions and comfort. Let go of worries by expressing your emotions authentically and regularly. Open your heart to the future because the best is yet to come. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do 3 of these tea leaf oracle cards. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. I think there's actually an extra there, but that's okay. Yep, actually there's 2 extras, but that's a-okay. So first we've got Throne. This says position of authority. Then we've got Shark. And this says take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Then we've got Valley. This says deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Dog. This says protection from a powerful friend. Then we have got Pineapple. And this is reconciliation. And then we have got Crown along with Throne. And this one says honor and respect will come to you. We're going to go ahead and dive into the tarot. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. I am going to be doing my version of a mini Celtic spread. All right, these are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and lay out all of the cards, and then I will hold up each one individually and we will go over it. All right. We are going to go ahead and jump right into this. In the U position, we have got the Moon. The Moon is a card really telling us like going into our inner intuition, guys, trusting your gut on situations. But with the Moon, especially in this position, this is also a reminder that like not everything is clear yet. You don't have all of the pieces to this puzzle that you're working on right now. Okay. And like with what is going on with the remainder of this reading, I'm definitely like getting that you are in the middle of like cycle is ending. You are not at that point yet though, which is kind of like there's still things to be worked out. There's still things to be that are unseen that you're needing to gain clarity on, okay? Because when we're in the midst of a cycle ending, a chapter closing, you have to get to that point, and usually that can be a bit of a trying period, a rough period. Now, in the what's crossing you is the Ace of Pentacles. This is really giving the energy of like money focus, where you are focused on finances, you're focused on wanting new ideas. This is also just the beginning. So that's where that new idea is coming from, of where like, how am I getting money? What am I doing in my job? What am I doing to make like, I want to say like generational wealth, okay? You're kind of sitting here tossing ideas about, but you aren't clear on it yet with that Moon card. Now, in the what you already know position, you have got the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords is all about logic. This is all about using like your mind over your heart. This is where you know that in this situation, you are having to think logically. You're kind of not letting your heart lead the way in this. This is something where you know that you have got to be quick-witted. You have got to be thinking ahead for your future, and you know that like logic is what is going to get you there. In your recent past, we've got the Ace of Cups. This is a card of like emotional fulfillment, really, okay? Where emotionally you are feeling good. You know that there are things that need to be done. You know that things are not finished yet. They are not complete yet, but you're feeling good about it. You're getting to a place of like emotional balance where happiness is like coming to you easier than it used to, where you were in a state of like worry or stress. It's kind of like these things are coming to you now and you're just kind of like enjoying it. You're sitting there and you're like, I do appreciate these good things that are happening in my life. Now, what is driving you is the Eight of Wands. This is a card of movement. The Eight of Wands is usually talking about where something is coming in. So for those of you Tauruses who have been maybe waiting on news, waiting on word from someone, kind of sitting there just waiting, you know, you're waiting on something to happen, this is kind of telling you that that is going to be coming in. The Eight of Wands is quite a fast moving card, if I'm being honest. So this is where it's like, anything that you have been working on and you're waiting to hear back from. If you've been waiting for someone to reach out to you, like you've kind of offered an olive branch, you're waiting for them to, you know, speak to you. It's kind of like something's going to be coming up this week that you've been waiting for. Now, in your immediate future, we've got the Nine of Wands, okay? Nine of Wands here. This is an energy of like preparing. This is preparedness, where once again, you are knowing what you need to do. You are trying to sit here and figure out all of these pieces. You're not quite sure what's going on yet, but you know at the very least, you need to be preparing. You need to be preparing yourself. You need to be preparing your future. Even going into that shark card where it's saying, take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. Having that Ace of Pentacles crossing you too, you kind of are at a point where you're like, I have to get things in order. I have to be prepared. I have to make sure that I'm doing what I need to be doing. I have to make sure like this is the energy of like you're crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's, you're making sure that everything is just as it should be. Your advice from Spirit is the Two of Wands, okay? This is a card where with the Two of Wands coming out, especially from the advice from Spirit, this is where it's like you are on this journey, you've started this, but it's going to take some time. This is right at the very beginning levels of this. So for those of you who are sitting here, you're closing a cycle, that could be in any aspect of your life, Taurus. I'm not just talking about finances. For some of you, this is really closing a financial chapter though, where you are done with the ways that you've done finances before. You are focused on planning. You are focused on being prepared. You are focused on making sure that you are not left without you're taking care of those things. But this could be for many of you Taurus, this is just moving into this new chapter of your life, okay? But it's gonna take time. The Two of Wands, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Now, your outcome is the Ten of Swords. This is that where I'm saying you guys are on this cusp, the brink of closing a chapter. You're ending a cycle. A lot of people will see this card as a negative card. This doesn't have to be negative. The thing is that yes, starting something new and being at rock bottom and having to start up, that can feel stressful. Yes, I'm not discrediting any of that. But when we are ending a cycle though, it's bringing us into our better power. It's bringing us into what is actually destined for us. But with what you've got going on here, there's still a lot of things that have to be tended to that are going to take time. And there are just some things you haven't seen yet as far as closing this chapter, where there are still like those things you've got to get straightened out. You've still got to cross these T's, dot these I's. You've got to be like, really on top of your game with that in order for this cycle to close. So you're like at the beginning stages of ending this chapter. And so there's still work with that Two of Wands. There's still work to be put into it, Taurus. We're going to go ahead and do 2 of the Animal Spirit Oracle cards. There's 1 and 2. Okay, so first off, we've got card 56, which is Spider Spirit. This says, make your dreams real. That's exactly what I'm talking about with how it is scary to be starting a new chapter, but that is where we are changing our reality. We are making these things happen. Then you've got card 18, which is Deer Spirit, and this says, bring a gentle touch. This is really referring to situations. I'm kind of leaning back into this 8 of Wands. So for those of you Tauruses who are kind of waiting, not necessarily on news, but waiting on someone to reach back out to you, you've also got that Pineapple card with reconciliation. For those of you who are waiting on that, when this person does come through to you, make sure that you are gentle with it. Make sure that, once again, with that Moon card, we don't know everything. We don't know the reasons behind everything. So make sure you're approaching it with gentleness, with compassion. Okay, Taurus? Thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome week. I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, Taurus.